Are you a San Antonio resident looking to purchase your first home? Do you need assistance? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, stay tuned because I have the answers. Hi YouTube, happy Friday. I'm Misty Alcala, aka Making Moves Misty, and I'm here with my special guest,
Eric Nunez. I'm the home loan guru.
Yes, and today we want to talk about specifically the City of San Antonio down payment assistance programs. In previous videos, we talked in general about down payment assistance, and this one is going to be specifically for City of San Antonio. There are 4 different programs for the City of San Antonio as far as down payment assistance. We are going to start off with the HOPE program, which is specifically for City of San Antonio employees. As long as they've been an employee for 1 year and they are purchasing their first home, they qualify for this loan. There are no income guidelines, and they qualify for up to $10,000 in assistance. And this loan is 100% forgiven over time. The second loan we want to talk about is first responders, which is for San Antonio Police and Fire Department. It is pretty much the same. There's a little difference where they have to have completed their training, but as long as they've been there for 1 year and they're qualify for up to $15,000 of assistance. Again, it's 100% forgiven over time, and there's no income guidelines as well. And I forgot to highlight that all of these programs you can qualify for, but it has to be, your home has to be in San Antonio city limits.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the super important key for all these programs, because they are city level programs.
Yes.
You do have to be buying within the city, San Antonio city limits, and you can't buy in the cities within the city, right? So Windcrest, you wouldn't be able to buy in Kirby, right? Because that's a totally separate city. So as long as it's within the city of San Antonio, we're good to go on those. And those are great programs, right? For city employees, our first responders. But again, we appreciate what you do. Thank you for your service. And for the city employees, thank you for keeping the city running. We appreciate you guys. Now, those are exclusively for those 2 groups, but there is also 2 other programs, right? So Missy did say there's a total of 4. So 2 for exclusively city of San Antonio, and then our first responders. And then we have general loan programs that are, down payment assistance programs that are for anybody who's a citizen of San Antonio. And as long as, again, as you're buying within the city limits of San Antonio, you're going to qualify for this program. Now, these other 2 programs are called the Homeowners Incentive Program, right? These programs are designed, and there's 2 separate ones, right? So the HIP 80 and the HIP 120, Homeowners Incentive Program. So they are going to have income guidelines, but you can get up to $30,000 with the HIP 120 program. With the HIP 80 program, you can get up to $30,000 towards down payment assistance, right? Helping you cover down payment assistance, closing costs. That's awesome. That's a ton of money, right?
Yeah.
And even with the HIP 120, you can get up to a maximum of $15,000 towards purchasing your home. So this is awesome. So this could be used towards buying down the rate. This can be used to helping you cover your down payment and closing costs. This is awesome. And again, there is going to be some income limits. So this is where you definitely want to reach out to Misty, and you want to have a conversation about your particular situation, because everybody's situation is different. But for the HIP 80 program, for example, the income maximum that you can make for one person is $47,000 versus the HIP 120, where that maximum is actually $70,000. So there's a big difference in there, but of course, the program that offers you up to $30,000, that income limit's a little bit lower, and where you get up to $15,000, that income is a little bit higher, right? So these are great programs. Again, they are forgivable, so over time. And the reason that that's important is because these programs are designed for first-time home buyers. They want to be sure that you're going to be living in this home. So they want to be sure that investors are not trying to take advantage of this program. So that's why these are forgiven over time. But amazing programs. They don't get enough notoriety the way they should. But in this higher rate environment, I think everybody could definitely use any assistance you can to get into a home.
Yeah, and then the highlight to the ones you talked about is You don't have to be a part of the city. They just have to be a resident.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to work for the city, be a first responder, and that's why what's great about the city level program is they've got a variety, right, to help you out in either I belong to one of those organizations, a city or a first responder, or I'm just a citizen out here and I work for HEB, for example, right? And I want to buy a house. Here's a great program. As long as you qualify with their income limits, you can definitely use this program.
Yeah, so that was just some highlights of these different programs. Of course, there is more information for each of these different programs. So my information is above and Eric's information is below. Give us a call so we can answer any questions you have about these programs so we can get you into a new home. Make sure you guys like this video, share, comment, turn on your notifications, subscribe, so you can be kept in the loop while me and Eric put out some more content to answer any questions that you have to help your home buying process easier.
Thank you guys. Take it easy. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.